This 2018 racing action is proudly brought to you by the GXCC Racing Club and all their associate sponsors. On this GXCC show, we'll be concentrating on our junior ranks, the future of the sport, as well as the ladies in the quads and the motorcycle categories.
Plans are to keep it safe, go as fast as I can and make sure everything holds out.
It's a team effort. It's not just the track that puts the event together like this. It's the passion of everybody involved, everybody racing. I mean, the people come here with an awesome attitude and everybody is respecting everyone and just enjoying the day.
I'm expecting a lot of people, I'm expecting mud, it's just expecting fun.
Yes, a lot of confidence. I have a lot of sponsors. I'm riding for QCon this year, and a big thanks to my sponsor CrossFit Radium for keeping me fit off season. So we've been training.
We start things out though with the future of the sport. The kids across all the categories, and everyone was going to be lining up at the GXCC round number 1 of 2018 with a lot of competition. This round saw the biggest entry of juniors across all of the categories. In the 85 seniors, all eyes were on Matty Wilson to see what he could do with Heinrich Aust, his closest rival from 2017, making the move up into the 125s. Certainly the story of round number 1 was going to be new winners. We started out though with the little 50 cc's. A wonderful 5K loop was laid out for the kids with plenty of support out on the track.
Like, I think I'm gonna front and then I'm gonna fly and then I'm gonna win.
With nearly 20 juniors lining up for the 50cc category, our smallest category, the GXCCs. Fifth place this time around went to Jake Pretorius with Hanyu de Kock on the C158, doing his best to try and get onto the box. Fourth place is where he climbed all the way to though. Mackenzie Bam, who is no stranger to the podiums at the GXCCs, got a third place as she chased down on Bruno Niebuhr. That dice went down to the wire. It was a very close thing, but there was no catching onto the 114. Damien Fenter, a big number 1 plate, walking away as championship points leader coming out of the first event. The 65 cc's were up next, and another category that saw a couple of jump ups from last season all the way up into the junior 85s, the next category in the queue, leaving some spots to be filled. Sixth place went to Logan van der Merwe with Kai Lunadelli in 5th, Damon Garrell in 4th, and Matt Stevens, the first rider to make it onto the box. They were chasing down on Luciano Meyer, 2nd place, but it was Johnny Luck on the J382, the Motul Husqvarna kid, climbing to the top and bagging and tagging his first win of the season. Confirmation of the 50cc win going to Fenter ahead of Niebuhr and Bam, and in the 65s it was Lucky John Luck with the win ahead of Lucian Meyer and Matty Stevens. That left the big bangers out on the track, the junior 85s and the senior 85s, the kids that would undoubtedly set the fastest lap times on their 50k loop. Sixth place this time around went to Judah de Villiers. Up the road from him was Armand Faree, with Dylan Lloyd Kirk, J. Dodd Cowley and Carl Branson doing the chase down, but they were all trying to beat out on one man and one man alone.
I'm really happy to be with APC Whole Shot Racing Team because they've given me so much and just very grateful.
Matty Wilson came into the season as the odds-on favourite, getting picked up by a new squad, and he rises straight to the top to take the big win. In the 85 juniors, it was Troy Johnson that beat out Kerbis Bester, one of the kids making the jump up from the 65s to beat out Merchant de Villiers, and in the 85 seniors, that kid, Matty Wilson, ahead of Branson.
Yes, I heard there's over 400 entries today, so it's great to see everyone starting the year off with a bang.
We try to keep our events an hour and a half away from Pretoria, Joburg, and that's the challenge. That makes it very hard for us to find good terrain, close enough from home. Yeah, like I said, this is our 3rd year running and we're still learning.
The ladies quad racing got off to a bang with 6 ladies making the start gate on round number 1 at Bronkhorstspruit, going out and riding the exact same loop of 50Ks laid out for the men, and they were all chasing down on 2017 champion Gnarly Carly Buerta, now riding out of the QCon EMD squad. She would have her work cut out for her as Marty Backfisher was back up to full strength once again. Annalene Janssen van Vuren was in 6th place in the early laps.
Yes, it is. I'm very happy to say that the off-road ladies is actually supporting one another a lot, so it's great to see.
Further up the road, it was all about Janine Stoltz. 5th place finish for her, chasing down on Abigail Tonsing. Those were the girls just outside of the podium placings. 3rd place means we start talking about the Stander family. This time around, Megan in good form to start out her campaign. Up the road was all about Marty Backfisher. A solid ride for her into the 2 spot.
Definitely, they're big heroes, a lot of famous people, if I could put it like that. Yeah, we're going to see what's going to happen. Yeah, I'll keep it flat out.
So Gnarly Carly Buerta starts out 2018 as she ended off 2017. Number 1, on top, Bronkhorstspruit. She ran clear air the whole way through and takes the first victory of the season. But she's not going to have it all her own way. Backfisher is in good form, only finishing eventually just over 1 minute off the back wheel of Buerta, with Stander close enough to smell the fumes in 3rd place. Next up was the turn of the ladies, who attack the dirt and the mud on 2 wheels. And the opening round gave us our biggest entry ever since the GXCCs started just 3 seasons back. Out on the track, they were really working hard to try and figure things out. 8th place this time around for Jennifer Neville as she chased down on the 7th place ride of Saran Meyer. Annika Petersen was in good form on the 2-stroke machine, choosing to stay on the 125 for 2018 and riding out of Trax KTM. Up the road was Elise Olivier, 5th place for her. Then Tay Perry, the returning diminutive rider, also picking up the deal with Trax KTM. She had to chase down on supermoto and motocross legend Nanda Klaus, who all of a sudden figured out how to get and race at a GXCC. She was on the box in 3rd place. Up the road, it was the Petersen sisters once again. Karika on the Sherco in the number 2 spot, meaning that it was the 102 of Janke Petersen. Strange colours this time around though, normally on an orange. KTM riding out of Trax KTM. This time it was Shimwell's Yamaha, but the results were exactly the same as always. Straight off the front, straight to the top, and a number 1 to open up her racing account. So the Petersen sisters once again owning the roost for Yamaha and Sherco alike, with Janke and Karika on top form, Nanda Klaus, Tay Perry and Elise Olivier inside of the top 5. A massive thanks for GXCC Racing and all their associate sponsors for this racing action.